let everybody know exactly what is going on here at Ground Zero in Dimock.
Dimock, population 1,400, has become ground zero in a national battle over hydraulic fracturing, or fracking. Methane in some of the water wells, enough for ignition at the tap.
What they do is they pump the water down through
with all the
horizontal pipes.
Right, with all the other chemicals.
With a witch's brew of chemicals that are proprietary, so we don't really know what they are. When the geology starts to crack, gas pours out, it pushes the water back up.
All the water comes back up.
All that poison water.
It's at the surface where spills and blowouts cause chemically infused water to seep into the water table.
Because the whole township is now contaminated.
As far as I'm concerned, it is. Every place we've been to so far, okay, is contaminated.
This town effectively is a desert. And it's because there's no clean water available.
We stopped using the water and we stopped getting sick. But my kids have rashes all over them from taking baths and stuff.
Arsenic, barium, manganese, and glycol compounds.
I had a lot of physical burning on my skin. A private tester found triethylene glycol. I have a hard time talking about it.
This is devastation, okay? Take where we're sitting now. Ray does not have usable water. Usable, not drinkable, usable.
We started looking into the community and everyone's got health problems. They've got tumors, they have cancer, they have, breathing issues from the air being contaminated from these sites.
We're told by the DEP when they came in with a wand, they waved it next to our faucet. They turned on the hot water, it was creating carbon monoxide coming out of our faucet. So we were leaving the water constantly dripping, so the pump was constantly churning so that it was releasing the gas. But we were likely poisoning her because every morning she was waking up throwing up. And once she'd go to sleep.
How old were you then?
From ages 5 to 8.
So let me get this right. Cabot and Kotera contaminate the water.
Right.
And then the homeowner, in order to get fresh water, clean water that is not going to kill them, they have to go to the company, and the company says, we'll give you some good water. Yeah. But you have to sign a non-disclosure.
A new administration tells CBS News there is no evidence in Pennsylvania of fracking ever having contaminated drinking water.
That's actually my water. I was suing for the contamination of our water from well drilling in this area, from Cabot Oil. And there was harm to my family, my kids, my wife, myself.
My grandchildren are the 8th generation owner of the home that I'm living in right now. I want to pass them a house they can actually drink the water and come and visit. There's no way to do it here, but we're not giving up, I'll tell you right now. So if we could get anything out of this, is to tell these politicians, what are you afraid of? The citizens pay for their salary. That's the only people that get to buy an elected official. If they want to work for the oil and gas industry, go get a job with them. Resign their position and get somebody that stands up for the people, right? You're not supposed to be able to buy a politician because we already pay their salary and that's all they get. If you don't like it, go to work somewhere else.
One of the large problems with how this gas has been developed has been the frantic pace of development has allowed the gas companies to do this in a way that is sloppy and very dangerous. And that's all justified by this idea that we need this gas for our national security. And we're doing something that is very foolhardy now, which is because of the sanctions on Russia and because of the destruction of the Nord Stream pipeline, Europe is being forced to buy American gas. The wells, which were supposed to last 50 years, we're finding that now they're exhausted. They wane very quickly, much more quickly than was predicted by the industry. So the gas reserves that we have in this country are actually much less than was originally predicted, and we are using them at a frantic pace, and a pace that is not going to help America over the long run. It's going to make us dependent in a decade or so on Iranian gas, on Russian gas, and that's going to put America at the mercy of the rest of the world.